actually on my way to the Pearl Harbor Memorial. It's like an hour and something bus ride. I was debating whether or not to go this time. One of my rules is when I travel to a place that I know I'm gonna visit again one day, and let's be real, I'll be in Hawaii again at some point. But one of my rules is that I always leave some things left. Like, I don't do everything in a city because I don't want to have done everything the next time I go with a friend. So I want to be able to still have that new feeling of seeing something brand new again. So I always leave a few things to do. I can't tell if this is my bus. That wasn't my bus.
Aloha. Welcome aboard Route 2.
I'm making a point though to do Pearl Harbor today because the history of Pearl Harbor ties into the history of a lot of the islands that I'm going to be visiting later this week. A lot of those islands are actually the sites of battles during World War II, like Kwajalein and Majuro. And the US ended up capturing a lot of these islands during World War II so that they could further advance to stage against the Japanese. So just felt like it would be appropriate with that in mind to especially visit today before I go see these islands next week.
Welcome back.
I'm here at Pearl Harbor. This is actually exactly where the attacks happened 75 years ago. It's still a military base, but there's so many memorials here for the public to come and pay their respects. And this is actually the most popular tourist attraction in Hawaii. Over 2 million people come here every single year. It's easy to see why, because this is not just such an important moment in the history of America, but also, frankly, the history of the world. There was so many people that lost their life that day. Now, when you look in a way, a lot of this stuff here both stand as a memorial, but also like a marker of peace and hope. Even though so much has happened, now Japan is actually one of our strongest allies, and it's a marker to that there's hope for peace yet.
While you are out on that memorial dock, there are the remains of 977 people beneath you. This is a cemetery. This is why we don't charge for you to come here and pay your respects. It is sacred ground. This is not the time for levity, it's a time for contemplation. I want to say thank you in Hawaiian, and the way we say that is mahalo. 1 o'clock ticket holders only, 1 o'clock.
I'm not usually one for movies, but I feel like I can make an exception for this.
Out in the waters of Pearl Harbor, a striking white monument seems to ride at anchor, a symbol of a day that was burned into the American memory.
From the Japanese advance, which is sweeping over great provinces of northern China.
A radio operator banged out a desperate message. Air raid Pearl Harbor, this is not drill.
A date which will live in infamy.
Welcome aboard. If you have not already at this time, we ask that you turn off or silence all cell phones and portable electronic devices out of respect for the memorial.
One of the things that was really interesting to me is when I was there, I saw in the memorial there was people who had survived the USS Arizona attack. They died recently and they've chosen to be interned, their remains put in the ship along with their shipmates, which it's really, I don't know, I found that interesting. Highly recommend, 10 out of 10. So glad I did it. It was very poignant, very thought-provoking, and just kind of somber, and just a beautiful thing here. The USS Arizona Memorial is completely free. You can book your tickets up to 2 months in advance online, or if you can do what I did at 7 a.m. Hawaii time the day before, you can book your tickets for a certain time spot, and then if you just go on a whim, first thing in the morning they have 1,300 walk-up tickets that you can get in, but it's completely free. If you reserve online, it's $1.50 for a convenience fee, but it's totally worth it. And then if you want to learn more, they have a submarine museum and a lot of other memorials that you can get to as well from here. It's important to remember that you're not allowed to take any bags in, whether it's a purse, a camera bag, backpack. This is an active military station, and so security says you can't do that. Come to Pearl Harbor when you come to Honolulu. Thanks for watching this episode. If you liked this, if you enjoyed this, if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at Tommy Shane Smith, and I'll be seeing you right around the corner.